friends. Welcome to my little corner where there's no wrong way to play with paper. We are doing a Forever Faith video. This is my favorite series, and journaling, there's no wrong way to journal. There's not. I like to Bible journal. Maybe you want to stab yourself with your necklace. Maybe you are doing a travel journal or something else. It's a ginger video. What can I say? It doesn't matter what you're doing. I hope that you're inspired. If you don't want to hear me talk about the Bible verse that we're doing today, mute me. It's all right. I don't blame you. I just want you to enjoy the creative aspect. But if you're here for the Bible study and the fellowshipping, I'm so glad because, again, it's my favorite time with you guys. So it's my least watched video, but I don't care. I will always do it. With that said, let's flip this camera around and let's get started. All right, my friends, let's get started. Now, this one is going to be a simple one for a couple of reasons. One, today's verse is a lot like the verse we just did. Two, this is a very hard verse for me, and I kept thinking, why are we getting the same kind of theme, right? Like, why is God having me choose? Because I randomly picked them. And the reality is, because I'm angry. I shouldn't be. And it's for me. And God always gives you what you need when you need it. I had to really pray. I was like, what is happening? Why? Like, people don't want to see the same thing. And maybe I'm not the only one that's angry. I've shared a lot on here about my girls. And it's that time of year. It's Christmas and I miss them. But I'm mad. I'm really mad. Trying not to be, but I am. So let's read the verse. It says, get rid of bitterness, rage, and anger, brawling and slander, along with every form of malice. Ephesians 4:31. If you are a parent, I'm going to ink these because I got to do something or I'm just going to lose it and won't ever get through this. Who has adult children who have shut you out? I'm sorry. And if I hear one more person say, well, they must have been abused or something must have happened and that's why they shut you out. A child does not just shut out their parent for no reason. I may lose it because that's not true. Do I think that happens in a lot of cases? Yes, I do. But I can tell you I didn't abuse my children. I may have done things that they didn't like, and I may not have done them the right way. In fact, I know I didn't, and if I could go back and change things, I would, but parenting does not come with a manual. I've done everything I know to do, begged, pleaded, asked, took all the blame, and nothing. I just get treated like I don't exist. I will say my oldest daughter, I did get to talk to her in September. She actually asked to talk to me, almost fell off my chair because she did call her brother for his birthday, Jason. But she talked to me like nothing was wrong. like she talked to me a week ago and I hadn't talked to her in a year and a half. I am grateful for that. Please don't get me wrong. I cried out of happiness, but I was shocked. She's gotten married. She bought a house. I knew those things, but she acted like it was no big deal. Yeah, I got married and I bought a house. And the anger that boiled up in me, I was so mad. So mad. Because at what point do I deserve to be part of that? Like, you can't even tell me what I did wrong. You don't talk to me for over a year. I mean, she did text me for Mother's Day and my birthday, but very short, sweet, does not reply when I reply, like, just as a matter of fact. And when do I not have a right to be angry? But the fact is, I don't. You know why? Because it's not what God wants of me. And if I want to be walking in his eyes and bringing people to him, including my children, which they know, they have their own choices to make. I'm failing. And I am not showing them the right way to deal with it. But gosh, was I angry? And I still am, to be honest. It's been September, October, November, December, 3 months, and I'm just angry and I'm hurt. But he says not to be angry, to let it go. Don't show malice. So I did. I had a really good conversation and I just played the part. Said thank you for talking to me, which I'm her mom. I gave her life. But at the same time, she's God's child. She's not mine anymore. I mean, that's the reality, and it sucks. It sucks. This was a made embellishment through the Forever Face Swap, so I'm going to ink the edges of it. We're going to make a pocket out of it. I think that's why God keeps giving us the same verse. It's my fault, y'all. Sorry about that. But sometimes we need to hear the same thing over and over again before we get it, before we see it, right? You can't see when you're in the middle of the forest for the trees, or however that saying goes. And so I keep praying. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm not angry, because I still am. And I don't trying not to be. Like, I'm trying so hard. So I've never done this in one of my videos. If you can pray for me, that would be awesome. Because I gotta find peace. I was doing really good. Like, I was letting it go, and I was being mindful and not angry and none of those things. And then I talked to her, and it's just been festering ever since. And it doesn't help that December is my second oldest daughter, she is the one who truly shuts me out, who is Mary's mama. If you've been with me a long time, that is my granddaughter, my oldest granddaughter. It is her birthday. It is my granddaughter's birthday in January, right after that. And it's Christmas. I love Christmas. Christmas is always our favorite time as a family, and it's just hard for me. I can't explain it any other way than that. Doesn't make it okay to be angry. It doesn't. God doesn't care what time of year it is. He wants you to be within him and walking with him every single day. But I'm angry and I'm trying. So prayers are appreciated, and do better than me. That's all I can say. Right now, I'm just struggling. I keep on trying, and at some point, you just have to accept it is what it is. And it's what I'm trying to do. I thought I had done that. Obviously not. It's a very big struggle that Satan uses to get me constantly. Oh, does he ever. Just like, hey, Ginger, don't forget about this. You're really hurt and you're really sad about this. So let's fester that. Let's dip that wound in some vinegar and burn it up. I'm going to add this cross. I just want to add a little cross here. And so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what else I can do to function and not harbor that anger and malice and all those bad things. But I'm trying, and I will keep trying, and God knows my heart. And so I think I'm okay. I need to get past it, but I think I'm going to be okay. I know I am, because he has me. All right, so I covered up one of the journaling holes for the journal, so I'm just going to punch that out. Just like so. So we're in a good spot to put it in our journal when we go to put it in there. Can you guys believe we've done this for a whole year? Now, I don't know if I can read what I wrote, but I'm going to try. I'm using these cards again. I used them earlier, different ones. And so I think I try to kind of do the same thing in the journal. So, and these will just go in the pocket that we made. And so I have number 1, and remember, this is going to be Jilly's. And she knows. I mean, she's makes me sad because of the way they're treating me. And through a lot of counseling, Jillian has seen things and she doesn't want to talk to them. And that makes me sad. I've always encouraged them to talk to them no matter how they feel about me. Hence the reason why she called her brother for his birthday, which is amazing. I'm very glad and grateful for that. But Jill's just over it. And it's because she's seen how it's hurt other people in the family. And she stood up to them and she did tell them, but it wasn't received very well. Just saying, they don't really talk to each other anymore. So this one has the Bible verse on it, and it says, perhaps this moment for which you have been created. This is the moment for which you have been created. Maybe it is. Help me see, right? Help me see what I'm supposed to do with this. Maybe I'm just supposed to be on here talking about it and help somebody else mend. I truly don't know. There's part of me, I'm not going to lie, that doesn't care. That's not nice. That's not nice. But I'm just so caught up in that feeling right now. But I'm going to keep trying. So your comments really do help me. So here's what I wrote. I would have 1 and a 2 because it was a long one. I said, sometimes we try hard to mend relationships. Sometimes it'll work and others it will not. It will be easy to let anger take over your heart. When it happens, remember to love even more. Anger toward others will only breed more anger. Let it go and accept what is happening. Pray and know God is your happy. Love, Mom. That's the truth. I know it's the truth. I write it. I read it. I say it. But I'm struggling. So, again, just think of me. It's hard for me. But I'll get through it because I have my Father. So, it will be okay. All right. Deep breath. Deep breath. I put off doing this one as long as I could because I tried to film this 3 times and I couldn't stop crying. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous because I know I'm wrong. I know I need to just let it go. I need to get back to that. Why did speaking with her on the phone do that to me? And it's because Satan's just like, oh, there it is again. Let's pull it. Like, cut it off. Like, cut it off. Oh, I gotta find something to laugh about. All right, so we're gonna do our last one of the year. We will start a new journal in 2026. I think I know what I'm going to do, but I am still taking suggestions. So if there is any suggestions out there, let them out. Have at it. Okay, let's see which one. I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna drop them so I don't know. All right, this one. We're doing this one. If it's about anger, I'm sorry. All right. Blessed are those who mourn, for they should be comforted. Okay, I'm not gonna, I'm being tortured, y'all. I'm not. I'm just being pushed and I'm being reminded what matters. Matthew 5:4. I won't get into this because obviously we have to talk about it next time. Guess we're going to go out with tears. I don't know what to say. I appreciate you guys all being here. I truly do. This is my favorite series. It is my least watched series. It is. You know what? I need to ink these edges while I say goodbye. And I hope you will come back in 2 weeks. We'll do the last one before we start our new journal. And just know that I appreciate you and it means the world to me. And that if you are in my situation, you are not alone. You are not a bad parent. You may have made mistakes. If you're like me, you made many. Own those mistakes. Apologize for them, which I have. And just know that it's in God's hands. There's nothing else we can do. They're adults. We cannot make them want to be in our lives. And in fact, from experience, trust me when I tell you, the more you try to make them, the more they're going to be defiant and not do it unless they have accepted Jesus, which I think that's the part that makes me the most sad, not angry. Did I fail? I don't know. I don't know why. 2 of my 5 just, they're not into it. The other 3, they're on board and they believe, but yeah. And the funny thing is the one that I thought wouldn't, the one that I thought was going to go to jail, the one that I thought was going to be the worst adult is the best one. It just blows my mind. You cannot predict these things. And I tell myself, God gave me 5 because he knew I had to live through at least the first 2. Isn't that a horrible thing to say? He gave me 5 because he knew I couldn't have done it without him. You know, in reality, he knew I couldn't have all 7. If you know, you just know. I can't talk about that too. I'll really lose it. All right, so next time we will be doing this one. I will put close-ups of this. There's not a lot in this one. It's kind of a simple one, but I really focused on the study this time. So whoever needed to hear this today, I hope that I helped. And if I didn't and you have any suggestions, please comment. I do appreciate you. Be blessed, and I will see you next time. Bye.